And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Jamshedpur, and they face Paris FC.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Shevchenko. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Alonso. Danger averted. Brandt. Showing ambition to shoot from there. Goalkeeper has it. Alexander-Arnold. The ball with Luka Modric. Evander. And on to Alonso. This is looking threatening. He's in behind. Just the clearance that was needed. Surely. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is again, and the clearance just isn't good enough. Giving up possession in a dangerous area, just poor defending all round.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. He's in here and collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Modric. Chance to do damage. They've given it away. Xabi Alonso. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Modric. Jairzinho. Well, conceding the throw-in. Good challenge. Jairzinho. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw-in to come. Xabi Alonso. Kerkez. Really good challenge. Alonso. Moving the ball forward. Alonso! Well, not the best clearance. He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal!
Well, let's look at it again. What a volley this is. Perfect technique, great contact, and a wonderful goal.
Two 0 now, and back underway. And he has options available. Jairzinho. On to McTominay. In it goes! To reduce the deficit! Still very much alive and kicking!
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Kerkez. Shevchenko. And a creative look about this. Alonso. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, tremendous header that time. But the goalkeeper was there. And they will make the change now. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much. And into the last 15 minutes of action.
Well, just listen to this atmosphere. It's been such a tight game, but the fans are certainly doing their bit in trying to get them over the finish line.
Substitution time it is here. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Just missing narrowly on the volley.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he caught it so well. He's unfortunate.
Jairzinho. Brandt with it. Now with Jairzinho. It's with McTominay. Well, it looked as though it had a chance of going in.
Well, he should make the keeper work there, but you sense a goal is coming.
And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team and they deserved their victory.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Juventus, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Who can he pick out? Sound piece of goalkeeping. Evander. Now with Kerkez. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Pellegrini. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Makalele. Now with Alexander-Arnold. And moving the ball nicely. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. Just wanted to get it out of there. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Maldini getting it away. Bernardo Silva. And he's broken free. It has to be, surely. And a goal here for Juventus. Surely theirs to lose now.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. And a tidy ball. Just had to look a bit lively given the pressure. The first half here comes to an end. So back underway here into the second half. Luka Modric. Showing patience as they look for a way back into this. Still alive. Evander. Alonso. Kerkez. Kerkez. It looks promising, and the keeper taking care of the situation. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Modric. Evander. And he's in. There it is! A goal to reduce the arrears and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Bernardo Silva. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Chances on. Keeper did his job to begin with. Well, it's a wild attempt. He needed something better. Offside, however.
Well, you're right. He didn't know it was going to be offside, and that was a shocking miss.
Well, they've decided to make a change.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to them. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on here. What a noise we've got.
Are getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. And that wasn't a million miles away. Almost the equaliser.
Well, it's not a bad effort, is it? But they've got to find a way back into this one.
Bernardo Silva. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Bologna.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Now, who can he play it to? Well, he almost headed it in. Paolo Maldini. Zaire Emery. Now with Ramirez. Kukçu. Now with Trincao. Teamwork and passing in evidence. Well, you can sense the threat is there. Possession and patience, the watchwords. Smuggled away. Joshua Kimmich. Warren Zaire Emery. Now with Trincao. Kukçu. Must take the lead here. And how about that for a save? He succeeds in clearing it. Claude Makelele. Evander. And the ball with Shevchenko. And that was a very fine read. Kukçu. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Well, they can keep possession of it now. So, the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. And he has options available. Can they jump in front? And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Andriy Shevchenko. Makelele. Alonso. Evander. And not quite accurate enough, Stuart.
Well, I think he should do better there, but at least they're now knocking at the door.
Virgil van Dijk. Well, we're into the final half hour. Trincao. Now with Ramirez. It's neat passing, confidence on the ball. Cole. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Alonso. Well, they know they need to stop him. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Milos Kerkez. Shevchenko. And it's in! All square again! What a match this is turning out to be!
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Cole. And it's with Hernandez. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. Well read to put an end to that attack.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
And with that, the referee brings this contest to an end. All square here in what was a thoroughly compelling game. Stuart, your analysis?
Well, it could have gone either way. I thought both teams were very positive, though, going hammer and tongs from the very start. And I think a draw is probably the fair result.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Jamshedpur facing Barcelona.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
And winning it back. Modric. And Modric carries it forward. Let's see what he does next. But they dealt with the threat posed. Dalglish. Alexander-Arnold. The ball with Luka Modric. Shevchenko. And the danger's still on. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
David Beckham. Now Zidane. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Oh, tremendous header that time, but the goalkeeper was there. Barcelona, in their quest to take the lead, might be helped out by this corner. Clearance left a bit to be desired. Oh, it's narrowly wide. So unlucky. Zinedine Zidane. Here's Essien. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried.
Evander. Well, using the space really well. But can they forge ahead? In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, as you can see, what an excellent back heel this is to set up the goal. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Well, back underway here. What sort of response will that goal elicit from Barca? Grimaldo. Well, very effective play in possession. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. And the ball is moving once more, and not enough went to plan for Barca in the first half. Can they address what didn't go right? Zinedine Zidane. Well, he's certainly not alone. And will it be the leveller? And clears the danger. And just wide of the post with a header. Nesta. Zinedine Zidane. Promising move from Barcelona. Dalglish. It might be. And a goal here. The keeper unable to prevent it. Barcelona are level.
Well, here it is. Head down, hit through the ball and get it on target. That's a top-class finish. There was no stopping that.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Kerkez. Xavi Alonso. Advantage Barcelona. But now it is going to be a free kick after the second infringement. The referee has decided he's not going to stand for any more of this nonsense, and a yellow card it is. Well, the keeper very decisive. Zinedine Zidane. On to Bale. Gareth Bale. Into the advanced position. Well, he almost nodded that one in. And time for the change now. Ibanez. Xabi Alonso. Claude Makelele. Eduardo Camavinga. 10 minutes to go. And level it is in the waning moments. Can Barcelona change that situation? Camavinga. And that is going to be all for this game. Well, we were treated to goals, but no winners in the end. Stuart, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, it was certainly entertaining. Both sides had periods of the game where they were dominant, but overall, I think a draw is just about the right result.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
And teammates around him. Cleared away by Alonso. Salah. Ronaldo. So, a Real Madrid corner. There it is! A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
1-0 then. Alonso. The ball with Luka Modric. On to Kerkez. Modric. Good-looking sequence, this. Appear to be in two minds. And a goal to square the game! Edge of the seat stuff.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So, a level contest. 1-1. Nuno Mendes. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Forlan. Mendes. Well, they keep passing away. Well, punched away by the keeper. Modric. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Alonso. Here's Milinkovic-Savic. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now, what can he do from this excellent position? Andriy Shevchenko. He's in behind. Superb chance. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Alonso. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Vital interception, the danger was very real. Well, good run this. Now, what can he do with it? Opportunity here! And a goal! They're going to take some stopping now. Two in front here.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Maicon. It is a decent-looking attack here. Alonso. Will he find the net? Smuggled away. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Chances on. Danger averted by Carragher. Andriy Shevchenko. It did look on for them, but not to be. Salah. Toure. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park well. Going forward, there was some really nice incisive play too. It's a good result for them.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Juventus.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Alonso. Modric. Well, he almost nodded that one in. Stam. Goalkeeper has it. Yap Stam. And back to Howard. Paolo Maldini. Fernandez. Andrew Robertson. Shevchenko. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
1-0 then. Bernardo Silva. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Claude Makelele. Xabi Alonso. Oh, from miles out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique! Wondrous!
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Maicon. Moving forward effectively. Could pull one back here. And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Shevchenko. This is looking threatening. Enzo Fernandez. A wonderful intervention. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Oh, that's a fine pass. And support available. But they took care of the situation defensively. A real opening now. Can he find the net? Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. And into the last 30 minutes now. Andriy Shevchenko. Must score! And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
Underway again with the score at 3-1. Bernardo Silva. Maicon. That's useful play. And he's made headway. Modric. The ball with Luka Modric. Xabi Alonso. He's in behind. In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
So a personnel change then. Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. Fernandes. 10 minutes left for play. Well, can they open up the defence here? Well, very... Will he find the net? Evander. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Jamshedpur facing Real Madrid.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by...
And he's in. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
1-0 then. Dusan Tadic. Zanetti. Tadic has it. Tanaka. Well, when all was said and done, Stuart, he wasn't a million miles away.
No, he wasn't, because he generates so much power from that sort of distance. His technique is brilliant.
Alexander-Arnold. Modric. And on to Alonso. It's with Makelele. Now, options are plenty. Kirkes. And the referee has given the corner, so maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. Cannavaro. Kimpembe. Gonzalo Inacio. Hernandez. Fairman. Good piece of defending. Just lost his focus. Throw in here. Kimpembe. Fairman. Luis Hernandez. Dusan Tadic. Joey Fairman. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Deflected behind. Corner forthcoming. Cleared away comprehensively. Well, he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
Evander. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. So back in business, the ball moving again, and Real with a bit of work ahead of them. Tadic. Højbjerg. And this situation could be dangerous. And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper, Real Madrid are level.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the box, begging players to attack it, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Now with Kerkez. The ball with Luka Modric. Difficult to stop him. Well, capable of a better clearance than that. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
Luis Hernandez. And it's with Hernandez. Gonzalo Inacio. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Makelele. The ball with Luka Modric. 20 minutes to go. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. Makelele. Can they forge ahead? Oh, a goal! And is that going to be the one that wins it for them? There's every chance, and the fans are lapping this up.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly, and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Inacio. Alexander-Arnold. 5 minutes left. It is a decent-looking attack here. This could be it! In it goes! To increase their advantage! And will that be the goal that ends up securing it for them?
Well, here it is again, and it was never really in doubt, was it? He was always going to score from there.
So on with the action. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Jamshedpur, and they take on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
It might be. There it is. A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Jamal Musiala. Grimaldo with it. Musiala. At times they make passing look easy. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. And they need to get tighter here. But quick thinking defensively. Modric. And the ball with Shevchenko. He's in behind. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? Could pull one back here. Oh, a nearly moment, but not quite good enough.
Well, you certainly can't fault them for effort. They keep applying the pressure, and if they can just nick one, they're right back in this.
And he's broken free. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Almost at half-time, and they're making home advantage count, I think it's fair to say. Stuart, your thoughts?
Yeah, they're playing really well here. They've controlled the flow of the game, they've won their individual battles, and they've created numerous chances. Their only problem in the second half could be complacency, but I can't see that happening.
Well, without putting too fine a point on it, Real really struggled in the first half. Will we see a response from them in the second? A decent effort, but the keeper read it all the way. Alonso. And the emphasis is on creativity. And they know they need to stop him. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Is it going to be a goal as they cut into their advantage? Still plenty of life in this match.
Well, as you can see, he gets there first, he makes good contact with the ball and finds the back of the net. That's a decent header.
Substitution for Real Madrid. So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Evander. Alonso. Kerkez. And the ball with Shevchenko. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So making the substitution now. Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals. 3-1 as things stand. Just 15 minutes remaining. Makalele. And the ball with Shevchenko. Chance here. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, as you can see, he's just placed that beyond the keeper. That's a very good finish.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Fabian. Getting in there to intercept. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Welcome, everyone, on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Didier Drogba. And he has options available. Wonderful chance! In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Modric. This is looking threatening. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. He succeeds in clearing it. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Rafinha. Lothar Matthäus. Here's Rafinha. Shaqiri. Very quick thinking there. Alexander-Arnold. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And cleared away. Evander. Modric. Now with Alexander-Arnold. And it's opening up. Well, he gave it quite the whack, but not on target. Gabriel. Lothar Matthäus. So approaching half-time and the visitors have a bit of work ahead of them. Stuart, your assessment?
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into their front areas with more quality, switch play quicker, and be more positive in 1v1 situations, I think they'll get back into this.
This could be the equaliser. And he's gone and scored to level it again.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. And so it is. The first half story has been written. So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. Well, when all was said and done, Stuart, he wasn't a million miles away.
No, he wasn't, because he generates so much power from that sort of distance. His technique is brilliant.
Shaqiri. Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Drogba has it. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort.
Shevchenko. Moving the ball nicely, but can they forge ahead? And in a perfect position to cut it out. So a throw in here. Modric. Rafinha. And now with Di Lorenzo. Shevchenko. Oh, he's through here. Surely now. Oh, they've done it. They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just one goal between them, still the prospect of late excitement in this match.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still plenty of time to find it.
This could square the game. Oh, a goal! An equaliser in the closing stages.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
And there is the referee's whistle for full time. Even Steven here, they can't be separated. We were treated to goals. And Stuart, interested to get your verdict.
Well, Derek, what a good game it was. Plenty of chances, some good attacking play, and a couple of outstanding individual performances. I really enjoyed that one.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It is Bayern Munich, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Emmanuel Petit, David Ginola, Xabi Alonso, Evander, and on to Alonso. And the ball with Shevchenko. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Goalkeeper in charge of the situation. It might still be problematic. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Luis Figo. Cruyff. Emmanuel Petit. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Pavel Nedved. And Bayern moving the ball with purpose. He's in behind. Well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Stay onside, and that could have been a really big chance.
Zanetti. Emmanuel Petit. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So back underway here into the second half. Alonso. And back to Modric. A goal to give them a 1-0 lead. An excellent value for that advantage, you've got to say.
Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, and then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
Well, on with the game, and will that goal have the effect of stinging Bayern Munich into action? Figo. Well, they keep passing away. Well, he's elected to tip that over for the corner. Good piece of defending. Figo. Plenty of support here. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Thuram. Rodri. Emmanuel Petit. The ball with Rodri. Well, from so far out, it didn't appear to be the high percentage option. Close though, Stuart.
Well, he did have options, but that was a good effort in the end. He wasn't too far away, was he?
Evander. Can he finish? Well, what a stop that was. And Bayern to bring on not one but two substitutes. Oh, he's found the net, and that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted, and just what they deserve.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Rodri. Now, options are plenty. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Ibanez. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Barcelona, and they take on Jamshedpur.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Bukayo Saka over the byline, hence a goal kick. Ibanez. The ball with Luka Modric. Modric. Or can they prise them open now? Decent effort there.
Well, he has such good technique. He really did hit that well. He certainly came close there.
Willi Orban. Minge. Dybala. Gakpo. Now with Beckham. Goretzka. Well, you can sense the threat is there. Dybala. Can he put them in front? Oh, that's a fine save. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, and it's a comfortable finish in the end, which is made to look so easy. It's a lovely goal.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Alexander-Arnold. Evander. Alexander-Arnold. And that wasn't a million miles away. Almost the equaliser.
Well, it's not a bad effort, is it? But they've got to find a way back into this one.
Leon Goretzka. Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval, and it would be wrong to say that they're really enjoying this away day, up to this point anyway, Stuart.
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into their front areas with more quality, switch play quicker, and be more positive in 1v1 situations, I think they'll get back into this.
So, the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. And out of play, the pass nearly worked out, but not quite. Saka. David Beckham. And a timely intervention. Bukayo Saka. Now Beckham. Dybala. Well, Barcelona pushing to add to their lead. It'll be a corner. Well, the corner too close to the goalkeeper that time. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. Sound piece of defending. And he's made headway. And a free kick awarded by the referee. From a long way out, and how close it was.
Well, when you can strike a ball like that, it's always worth a try.
Saka. Beckham. Just 15 minutes remaining. Composed and patient passing. And the flag has gone up.
Well, he has to work a lot harder to stay onside there. He didn't read the situation at all.
So a personnel change then. Well, no danger now.
Well, just listen to this atmosphere. It's been such a tight game, but the fans are certainly doing their bit in trying to get them over the finish line.
Zico. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances. It could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for expert analysis by my partner, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Jamshedpur against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Now, options are plenty. Just wanted to get it out of there. On to Kerkez. And he might be through here. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Henri. Must take the lead here. Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Evander. Moving the ball effectively. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. And well positioned to clear. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Modric with options around him. Well read to put an end to that attack. Mateus. On the ball, Pavel Nedved. Nedved. Campbell with the clearance. Taken away. Can they take the lead? Well, given the position he found himself in, he really should be testing the keeper. Superb opportunity squandered. Schmeichel. Makalele. Evander. That is that for the first half here. And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Walker. It's neat passing, confidence on the ball, showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. Modric. Bobby Moore. Barella. He can't hold on to it. On a time for composure on the ball. And into the last 30 minutes now. Modric. Evander. Moving the ball really well here. Possession and patience, the watchwords. Did well to clear it away. And he has options available. Barella. And a goal! Just when we wondered if this might finish 0-0. There it is. They're in front.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Now with Kepkes. How can they find a late leveller? Working away patiently, looking for an opening. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried.
Barella. And now Henry. Attacking possibilities for PSG. Oh, that's fine goalkeeping. Real concentration. If they can score again from this corner, it probably would be the end of the story. Oh, disappointing clearance. I'll try to build a head of steam. Another corner it'll be. And what can they do to... And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history books as a home defeat.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary. And alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Jamshedpur facing Barcelona.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Oh, big chance! Can they cover up? And that's a corner. Well, without putting too fine a point on it, he's missed it. Paolo Maldini. Now with Bellingham. It's with Makelele. Jude Bellingham. And Best has it. Suarez. George Best. Evander. Now with Alonso. Alonso. Modric. Chances on. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Modric. Just the clearance that was called for. Can he put them in front? Well, borderline offside, but correct. Well, they have the ball once more. Suarez. On to Maicon. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. De Gea. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Paolo Maldini. Maicon. Bellingham. George Best. And Bellingham. Andriy Shevchenko. Evander. The ball with Luka Modric. Well, when all was said and done, Stuart, he wasn't a million miles away.
No, he wasn't, because he generates so much power from that sort of distance. His technique is brilliant.
And into the last 20 minutes. Well, they keep passing away. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Oh, yes! What a goal! Well, perhaps we shouldn't be surprised. After all, he's in the team of the year.
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Modric. On to Kerkez. And he might be through here. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. And offside just as he was ready to pounce. And time for the change now. And the clearance from Beckham.
Well, I'm not sure they deserve anything from this game, but there's still time to find that equaliser. And you have to say the crowd have been brilliant. They're still driving the team on.
Well, into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. And there goes the final whistle, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.